Observers are employed by the Ministry of Fisheries to monitor regulation compliance and can be at sea for up to 3 months.
The most important role that an observer has is to police the fishing quotas for fishing vessels. If we didn't have observers on vessels at sea, New Zealand's resources would be fished out. So it's vital that every foreign vessel that operates within New Zealand's waters has an observer on board.
But they don't. Observers would rather spend more time on New Zealand vessels than on foreign vessels.
There are a lot of vessels that are foreign-owned charters that are not monitored. We don't have observers on them because the conditions on the vessels are unsafe.
It's not surprising that observers are refusing to do duty on board many of these foreign fishing vessels when they have to work in conditions like this. For many observers, it's a matter of safety and health, and it's not hard to see why. And often, their accommodation can be just as deplorable. But it's not just the physical risks that put observers off policing foreign vessels. It's hardly surprising that observers would rather spend their 6 weeks eating here rather than here.
Unless something is done dramatically now, the New Zealand domestic fleet is going to be penalised because the observers would rather sail on the New Zealand boats, which once again is putting a burden on their economy and economics of running the vessel, where the other ones are getting away scot-free.
The Ministry of Fisheries charges $800 a day for one observer to be on a fishing vessel. For a New Zealand trawler this size on a standard 6-day trip, the observer bill will be $4,800. She will make 45 trips this year. Ocean-going factory trawlers like this one are at sea for 6 weeks, and observer charges reach a staggering $33,500. She will make 7 trips this year and will often have 2 observers on board.
It does seem pretty disproportionate, doesn't it, that a foreign charter vessel can fish in our waters without having anyone keep an eye on them, as much as a Kiwi vessel can fish in our own waters, and we have to pay the lion's share of the cost for it.
This New Zealand vessel last year contributed $4.5 million into the New Zealand economy through wages spent in the community and the payment of PAYE and ACC levies. This Russian vessel contributed nothing. Neither did this Korean vessel.